And once you're independent and you earn your own money, I think that time it's good to deviate and think a little bit about fashion and all of that, right? When you're a student, just live a simple life.
Hello, good
Yeah,
afternoon.
good afternoon. Do you hear any background noise from my end?
No, I don't hear.
It's all, the coast is clear, right? You don't hear any noise?
No, I don't hear any noise.
Okay, okay. There's construction going on, so I can hear it loud and clear. I just don't want it to disturb the session. That's all. Okay. So yeah, how have you been?
Yeah, doing awesome, doing great. Quite busy, but yeah, I'm enjoying my life.
Yeah, I
So,
think
how have
being
you
busy is
been?
good. Yeah, I'm doing very well. I think it's been quite a while since we last met, correct? So things are going pretty good. And I haven't been as busy as you. Actually, I've been taking a lot of breaks recently, so I can't complain of being busy.
Yeah, and yeah, it's good. Being busy is good, but I think I'm like too much
Too
into
much
work
busy?
nowadays. I mean, I'm doing lots of work, right? And because of it, I feel like I should not be so much busy as much I am right now. But
Yeah.
anyway, yes, I'm not gonna stretch it too long. I think it
Yeah.
is the required of the moment. So yes, I'm doing it.
Hmm. Okay. So don't burn yourself out. Whenever you feel like you're feeling burnt out, take a break, right? Or take a day off from work. Just relax, listen to good music, eat good food, and call it a day. That's all. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Awesome. So today we have a very interesting extempore topic. There is a statement. Okay. Helping a friend is not always good. I felt it's pretty interesting to think about. So, what do you feel? Helping a friend is not always good. Do you agree or disagree?
No, I agree. Because sometimes let them face challenges, right? I mean, always is not good to help anybody, even your friend, and you're talking about especially friends. So yes,
Yeah.
sometimes just let them tackle the situation, just let them take on the situation, because
Yes.
it also helps them to grow in their life. For
Yeah.
example, if they don't have money and you are very rich as a friend, okay, so don't
Yes.
always offer them money.
Yeah.
Sometimes let them strive to get money, let them learn few skills that would earn money for them, right? So
Correct.
yes, always is not good to help them, but look at the situation when they are in really need. They couldn't they don't have any other means. Then
Yes.
definitely one should help them.
Absolutely. So, when we are kids, our teachers tell us this thing: I'm not going to spoon feed you the answers.
Yeah.
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 So that shouldn't be the case. Of course, they are adults; they are intelligent, so we should not interfere too much. Yeah. But if they are in any helpless situation with for no fault of theirs, then I think as a good friend, we should lend a helping hand. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, great. And the other one, this is also quite debated. The statement is schools should not make uniforms compulsory. What are your views on this? Should uniforms be compulsory or not?
No, I feel like there should be uniforms, because especially still we are living in a society where everybody is not equal. So I
Hmm.
think sometimes a student, it happens like if somebody is coming from poor background, if he or they do not have good clothes to wear
Yeah.
in their school and their friends are wearing it, it is going to affect them
Hmm.
psychologically in their classroom, right? So
Hmm.
I feel like it is good to have uniform. At least the students will forget in their class that they they have any kind of like social, what can I say, a status indifference. I
Right.
mean, so they will
Yes.
understand everything is equal, right? So they could uh, just focus on their studies. So it is good to have uniform, and it is also good to have uniform for students nowadays, because if they do not have uniforms, schools will not recognize, and sometimes outside
Hmm.
people from outside will come to school. Some other person
Yeah,
would come
that's
to
a
school.
good thought.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
students will also roam around. Right now, there is it is fashion to bunk from schools. So I think uniforms save a student to go out from school. Because of uniform, they cannot roam during school time. And
Yes.
more than that, if you talk about the concept of doing a schooling, I'm not interested in schooling. But as far as this topic is concerned, this point is concerned, having uniform, I think yes, it would be good to have uniform. But
Yeah.
I want to know about your views. Like, should we
Mhm.
have uniform or not?
I completely agree with you that uniforms must be made compulsory for various reasons. First, as you mentioned, there will be less scope for students to discriminate against each other because of their economic background, right? And second, it is also good for parents because if every day they are allowed to wear whatever dress they want, uh, it could be expensive on the parents' pockets too. Correct. And of
Yes,
course, the
yes.
hassle of waking up every morning, deciding what clothes to wear. I think when you're a student, uh, fashion should be the least of your concerns and you should be focused more on academics. So, if uniforms are not made compulsory, I think it wouldn't set a good note for for the morning, all right, when they come to school, right? And parents would have to spend a lot of money buying new clothes for their children. So, I think it's quite
E-
expensive. Yeah.
Even children will mess up with their clothes. Like, they would be in
Yeah.
competition what to wear today. Yeah,
Yes.
look, every one would just try, like they would try to do some new trends every day in school, and it is
Yes.
not good at all.
It's not good, especially for students. I think it's better if they're focused on academics. And once you're independent and you earn your own money, I think that time it's good to deviate and think a little bit about fashion and all of that, right? When you're a student, just live a simple life, wear your uniform, go to school, play with your friends, study, and come home. That's all. I think those should
Yeah.
only be your concerns. Yeah. That's all I feel about uniforms. And I had to wear a uniform even when I was pursuing my graduation, believe it or not.
Yes, there are so many institutions which allow, like uniform till
Yes,
BSc, like graduation. Even some like seniors students have been wearing PhD or any other kind of degrees. They have been wearing
correct.
uniform. So it depends on institution. After I think intermediate or high schooling, but up to
Right.
high school, uniform is mandatory everywhere.
Yeah. I felt our institute was a little too strict because since we were pursuing our graduation, we thought, okay, a little bit of freedom would not hurt. But the city where I come from, a lot of engineering colleges have uniform, a lot of them. So for us, it was quite the norm, to be honest.
Okay, so you're from Bangalore or
Mysore.
is it
Mysore.
Mysore?
I did
Okay.
my engineering from Mysore. So earlier there were many, but these days I think students don't really follow the uniform thing. But and I think it's okay. Once you start pursuing your graduation, you are an adult, so you should be allowed to make whatever choices you want, right? So like to move to ghost stories. Okay.
Mhm.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No, now I don't believe in ghosts. But in childhood, I think, people around me have been speaking, have been, speaking lots of things
Yeah.
about these stories. And I have
Yeah.
even, I used to hear a ghost story from our elders. So that's why,
Okay.
I was kind of curious to know about these things. Yeah.
Okay. So now that you are an adult, do you believe in the concept of ghost or do you
No,
think they're just a myth?
I don't believe in concept of ghost, but I certainly believe in kind of energy, right? Yeah, I mean, somebody dies, then definitely their presence could be felt as
Hmm.
energy, not as a ghost or not as anything, right? So
Yes.
kind of, I believe that yes, energy can exist for a while around you, around your, like wherever people prefer to live, right?
Yeah. Correct. So same here. I don't know if ghosts exist or not, but I do believe in the presence of positive and negative spirits.
Spirits,
Yeah,
energy.
that's what I believe too. And these days a lot of people I know try to communicate with ghosts. There are a lot of horror shows which show this. There's this concept called a Ouija board. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but a Ouija board is one where you draw or write certain things and you summon a ghost, and the ghost starts talking to you. So
Mhm.
if someone invites you to these kind of activities, would you agree to be a part of it, or would you just say no, a direct no?
No, I don't know what would I do, but it would be really intriguing to, talk with
Yeah.
somebody who is not in the body now, right? So I've heard. No, it's not a new concept. I think, it has been coming since long time. And if you look, I have read few books, where, uh, like I remember one book, what happens after death. Okay, so when
Okay.
I was in sixth, seventh class, I found this book somewhere lying, right? And I was curious to know what really happens after death, and I read the book. So
Okay.
I got lots of, uh, I think, kind of, information about what happens after death, how
Mm-hmm.
everything settles. So, but I completely do not believe in that book. But yes, I really believe kind of energy. So you are talking, your question was that, yes, whether I would like to communicate with that spirit
Yeah.
or not.
Yeah.
Definitely, if, I'm very interested. If I could, that definitely, I would like to talk with. And in my village, I know one person, who could talk with the ghost. And I don't know, like it is not also a drama. Sometimes he really talk with different kind
Like
of
he's
spirit.
possessed.
uh, no few a spirit lives with him. Like whenever he can call, he wants, he can call.
He can summon the spirit.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Fascinating. Really fascinating. Okay. Recently, I watched a movie called Romancham. It's a Malayalam movie originally, but it's available in different languages also. It's a story about seven bachelors who are living in Bangalore, and
Hmm.
they start playing with the Ouija board, and they start communicating with a spirit called Anamika. Okay.
Hmm.
The first half of the movie was a little slow, but I think the second half was quite spooky. So if you have any time, a little bit of time, you can definitely give it a watch.
Okay, what is the name of movie?
Romancham.
Romancham. Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna check out.
Yeah. So there are. I hope the second part releases soon. The first part has ended on a cliffhanger. So we are all very curious to know what happens next.
Oh
So yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So yeah. See, I'm a good teacher. As homework, I give you movies to watch. So
Yeah, like sometimes I get to know about movies through
yeah.
my tutors. So yes, I remember a few of the American tutors have been giving me really homework to watch the movies. Yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah. Now, a few Indian tutors as well, and
Yeah.
you have given me one movie, like
Right.
is one minute. I will forget the name. I'm very forgetful about
I'll
movies.
write it in the chat.
Romancham. Okay,
That and
Romancham.
yes, I liked it overall. The first half is a little slow, but the second half really, it catches up. So you need a bit of patience for the first few minutes. Okay, yeah, this is what it is. And yeah, it was very nice connecting with you after a long time. And you are a very good speaker, I must say. Today, as assignment, another thing I would like to give you from page number 7 to 12. There are a lot of wonderful words related to paranormal activities. Okay, like apparition, or spooky, and unearthly, apocalypse. So there are a lot of amazing vocabulary that's there in today's session material. I would request you to go through it once, understand the meaning, and research a bit if you're interested. All right?
Thank you very much. You have to not request, you have to just
Yeah.
tell me, yeah.
Okay. I have to say this. I command you to read the vocabulary.
Yeah, now it's right. You can
Now it's
command me.
better. Okay. Thank you so much, Anand. It's always a pleasure meeting you. You're very polite, very professional, and you always have a lot to share, right? No matter what the topic is, you put the efforts to think, come up with a very logical answer, and communicate in such an amazing manner. So I'm always impressed. So, yeah, all the best. I'll see you in the next class.
Thank you. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
See you.
really nice talking to you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Bye.